I'm out hiking in La Gomera. It's one of the Canary Islands. So I came in yesterday to Tenerife, which is of course a crazy touristy place. But what difference this makes just taking the boat over to this amazing place here, La Gomera. It's such a difference. It's kind of stuck in time. Probably looked the same in the 1960s like it does now. Not much has changed and it feels like a very different place. So today and tomorrow I'm going to be hiking the GR131. So that's a trail that goes through all the Canary Islands, and here it also goes through the peaks of the Gomera Island. And it's going to be fantastic. It's a huge climb. I'm talking 1,480 meters straight up, so it is kind of tough. I'm about 400 meters up right now, so I've got a bit to go. What you need is a ton of water, and I got 5 liters with me, which weighs me down of course, but yeah, you have to have it. But so far it's fantastic. I'm gonna load my film camera now. Got some Kodak ColorPlus 200. Got the Nikon FM2 N. I think that was one of the harder climbs in the beginning, and it wasn't too bad. It's about 3 kilometers and 450 meters up or something like that. From now on it's supposed to be a little bit easier. We'll see. And as always, or not always, but often, I have my trusty hiking buddy, Laurel. Phew! Finally coming up to a flat part. Now, even though the incline is nothing compared to something you will find on Madeira or in Picos de Europa, the sheer length of it is probably going to be pipe draining. It's getting nice and green. Higher up I come. I'm now about 850 meters up out of 1,480, and I can feel that it's taking its toll. Although it's not the steepest, it really gradually grinds you down, and the heat is not helping either. But it is beautiful though. Let's take a look at this. Tenerife in the background there. Doesn't get that much better, huh? Well, I'm getting really close to what should be a little bit of a pausing place. Hopefully it's open, I can get some drinks. This last part here has been very beautiful, but also very tough. And a lunch break is much needed. Going up to the road here. And turns out it was a cafe over there. And I now got a ice cold Coke. And also got some ice cold water. So up here there is water to be found. So this is Almogrote. It's typical from around here and it's fantastic. It also comes in a green version and it was absolutely good as well. Well, that was well earned to have a little bit of a break, cool down, drink some water, eat something, and I feel a lot better now. The heat was getting to me there for a bit, and it's nothing to underestimate, but now it feels quite a lot better, so looking forward to hiking on. Finally, the landscape is flattening out a little bit and it's starting to look absolutely epic. Alright, in the beautiful spooky forest here. It's nothing better than the Laurel Silva forest. So there is the one on Madeira, of course. That's absolutely a legendary forest. So we'll see how this one stacks up. That's the famous rock of La Gomera, and it does look very impressive in reality. Roc de Adondo. Okay, so pitched up the tent, got my Durston X Mid Pro 2 Plus. It's the 2.5 person tent, so get some extra space there. It's such a fantastic tent. It's really nice and kind of easy to pitch even in narrow situations because you don't need any long lines out. But found a great spot out here where I could set up the tent. It's like it's made for tents. So I'm happy about that. Gonna eat something, fall asleep, and then start walking early in the morning. Okay, time to get moving. That's the camp spot there. Really good. Had an absolute excellent sleep. And waking up at around 7. It's now a little bit foggy, but it's beginning to lift and it's going to be a great day. It's nice to start walking before the sun comes out. It is pretty raw. We've got the Laurel forest coming up and get that fog and a very cold wind blowing in as well. And here we have today's schedule. Alto de GR131. That's the highest peak. And we're going after that to Chipude. That will be the classic stop for a day one hike, which proved quite hard for me to do. And then we're gonna have a big stop in Valle Hermoso in 24 kilometers. Here you can clearly see the fog rolling in. Should be quite a good view otherwise. We are very high up, so we should see the whole island at some point here. Officially entering the National Park of Garonai. On the way up to Alto de Garonai, which is the highest mountain here. And it's a nice little hike up. Really love these flowers here. So it's about 200 meters up from where I am now. Here is the top. Alto di Garonale. Nice little ring here. Let's see what it looks like. I'm betting I'm gonna see absolutely nothing. Now if I would have been here yesterday, it would have been perfect. But right now, it's a very mysterious mist indeed. But that's how it is. At least it makes the forest nice and mystical to walk through, but you don't get the views. So you have to pick what you like the best. What a difference 10 seconds makes. Just a few moments ago, it was completely covered in fog. Bit of a ridge walk here on the top of Igualero town. Coming up to a little chapel here, Igualera Chapel. There's a viewpoint up there. I'm gonna take a look. What's this then? El Silbo Gomero. So this is the Gomerian whistling languages that they use to communicate over the hills. So that's kind of interesting. Interesting. Coming into the red sand area now. So this is all because it's full of iron oxide. Turns it red. Yeah, the landscape is turning really interesting. For this small island there is a couple of variations that you get, and this looks pretty cool here. Feels like you're in the Wild West somewhere. 2 kilometers to Chipouda, which would have been the stop where I should have stopped yesterday, but I can tell you I had no chance of stopping there at all. It's too far away. Coming up now to what is called the Fortaleza, the fort. So that's that structure we could see before from a little bit of a distance. It's possible to climb it. There's a path going up. But I'm heading towards Chipouda, which is now only 1.5 kilometers away. And that over there is the small town of Chipouda. Okay, so here's the square. I got the Bar Navarro, Supermercado, and another restaurant there, so we're going to check out the restaurant first, see what they have. A short break in Chipouda, and now going to go back on the trail. Ate some bocadillos, etc., and it's pretty nice. Coffee, feeling completely refreshed. So far, just a kilometer away from Chipouda. It's quite a lot of little houses around here. It's nice. So it's been quite the highway here. On this side of the mountain there is quite a few hikers actually. Yesterday saw probably almost zero, and today it's it's a lot. And here we go, it's time to go up again. It's been a bit up and down here. Go down 100 meters, up 100 meters. So that was it. Just leveling out here a bit. That was a false summit. So it begins again, up and up and up. I'll show you the town down there. That's Valle Gran Rey. That's where all the hippies used to live. Now it's mostly hotels. Now I think I'm at the top and it should be easy cruising. Flip around, show where I come from. Over there, so you go down the valley and then up again. Looks like a little oasis here. getting close to re-entering the national park. And here it is, Parque Nacional GR131. I'm going to change film. So now I got a Centacolor 100. So I'm going to be looking for a suitable campsite as soon as I'm out from the park. So now exiting the park. And the vegetation is getting a lot more sparse already, leaving the Laurel forest behind us. From now on, the descent has started. So what you get here is something that's very tough for the knees. But the good thing is I got the hiking sticks to mitigate the blows. Coming up to big crossroads here. So far it's been quite hard to find a camp spot. You can drop down here of course, but it's a little bit exposed. It's another day, slept really well, and back on the trail again. It's not super easy to find camping spots. You have to look around a little bit, be prepared to walk a bit outside of the trail, going down valleys, etc. So I found one right here, a couple hundred meters on a road, and it was very nice, worked fine. But now got about an hour's walk into Valle Hermosa, where I'm gonna have some coffee and a little bit of a restock. A little bit more about the stages here, how long it takes to do the GR131. So I'm almost done now, it's just going down, and then I reach the coast eventually, so now it's the easy part. But I think it's a bit unrealistic to say that it's going to take you 2 days to do this. It all depends on your fitness level. If you're very athletic and you got some good spring in your step, you can for sure do it in 2 days, but the first day is pretty hard. So I need to duck. Okay, still some obstacles around. So I would recommend that you do it in 3 stages, and I think it's not uncommon to do that either. It's more of a 2.5 day hike. So let's say you come in with a boat early afternoon, start walking something like 10 kilometers, that's a good start. Then you can bite off the other 2 days with doing like 18 kilometers both those days, and you'll be fine. But I think it's unrealistic to do the first day, the 26 kilometers there, unless you're like an ultra marathoner or something. You need very good fitness, because it does get slow when it's up like that. You do about 2 kilometers an hour. And here we have a quick look back at yesterday's hike. So that's a Gomera National Park in there, all that greenery. Absolutely stunning, and those are the hills you have to climb. Valle de Hermosa, almost there. Let's read on the sign here. It says Valle Hermoso, 3.8 kilometers in this direction here. Okay, that's it. Coming down now, and then now I think it's just easy way in. But I think if you go the other way, climbing this mountain here, it's probably quite rough. Going down, well, it's tough on your knees. If you have problems with your knees, going down is always hard. That's the lake I've seen on the maps. So yeah, I think from now on, there's absolutely no chance of camping. You have to wild camp way higher up. you're not supposed to cross the dam here. Read the signs a bit wrong. Gonna see what it actually says there. Was pretty sure there was an arrow pointing left, but apparently not. Okay, here I can see it now. So you're coming down these stairs, and then the allure of walking across the dam is just too much to see that you're actually turning right here, and you got the marker. A bit of a surprise, but anyway, I got a bit of a climb, and there we go, Valle Hermoso. Now, that's not the end of the hike, although I can believe many people choose to end it there. We actually have to go another 3-4 kilometers down to the sea. Valle de Hermoso, finally. The centro of Valle Hermoso, and we got Bar Cafeteria Central, and that's going to be the stop. Bunkered up with all kinds of fruits and foods, waters, etc. Gonna leave the Valle Hermoso. It's a really nice place. When you look around, it's really quite something. So had a long chill here, but now it's time to head down to the beach and finish this trail. On the way to the Valle Hermoso beach. So it goes parallel to a big road. So for a little bit here, I'm going to be walking in this lush greenery instead of the road. But I think there will be some road walking up ahead. There in the distance is the sea, and it looks absolutely lovely. And now it's 1 kilometer of road walking. Valle Hermoso beach. It's not how I dreamt it would be. This is some proper brutal surf waves, and we got a stony beach here as well. So yeah, different experience than I thought it than I was expecting. I'm expecting shoes off, walk through the soft sand, plunge into the sea. That's probably not happening now. Some people and hikers chilling. All right, let's take a look. This is the end of the GR131 on La Gomera, and it's been a fantastic hike. It's really tough in the beginning. Towards the end it gets more recreational, so to say. Really happy I made it. Just 2 nights sleeping outside, and now I'm down at the beach where it all ends. However, if you stick around for the next video, I am going to do the GR132 going south. Probably not do the whole loop. We'll see if I get the time to finish the loop, but it's going to be going south all the way to San Sebastian. So I'm going to be starting that pretty soon.